Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Japan and Green Gables here in Victoria 3. Let's make sure everything's on the up and up here. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right. We are back. We are back for another week here. What do we got going on? What do we got going on in this run? Hey, hey, Tatua Santos. Hello, hello, Pog, 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 Pog. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. How's your week going? All right. So we've got the radical movement upset here. Let's double check on this. Okay. So this is about to go away. They're going down to 57%. We don't got to worry about that. Going fine. Good. Nice to hear it. Nice to hear it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Going to the beach finally tomorrow. Oh, nice, nice. Congrats. Yes, it is definitely that time. It's about time to start heading to the beaches. I got to figure out when I'm doing that. I think my problem is going to be that the World Cup is starting, and I'm going to want to spend my entire weekend inside watching soccer. My poor family. Hey, Beatrice. Hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's it going? How's your week going? Oh, how did the birthday party go? You were acting on one, right? Wait a second. I don't know. Let's see. There's with kids, there's always a birthday party every weekend. I don't think we had one this weekend. No. Oh, wait, that's right. My daughter did go to a birthday party this weekend. I didn't though. My wife took her. It was good. She had fun. But I wasn't acting in one. No. I try to stay away from having to do any acting. I'm a strictly behind the scenes type of person. All right, what's going on with our economy here? What are we building? Yes. Okay, so we're just trying to get some industries up and going. We're building up the military. What's killing us here? What are our construction goods looking like? Don't I have this stuff pinned? Oh yeah, look at that. So everything should be good. Oh, interesting. Well, logging is really bad here in Tohoku, but good in the rest of the country. So the price in the States only plus 9%. That's not so bad. Everything else is pretty good. Okay. So construction is fine. I mean, we have these awful unrealized taxes because we got a lot of tax waste. Where are we in tech? So we're trying to get another company. We just started on mutual funds. We actually should go for identification documents first, because we'll get extra taxation capacity. So we'll actually do that. Then we'll go for investment banks. What do we have going on this side of the tech tree? Let's see. I guess we're getting tech spread on threshing machines, right? Yeah. We're getting tech spread on Junei coal. That's good. Oh, the modern ironclad. What gets us to... Yeah, the pre-dreadnought. We need to build this so we can sell one to Spain for an achievement. So we'll do this, and then let's finish out this side of the military tech tree, and then we'll go pre-dreadnought. And that'll be what we need for right now. Okay. Anything else to check before we unpause? Everything seems to be good. Oh yeah, what's going on with our fleets here? Well, we can unpause while we look at the fleets. We do seem to have an issue with supply ships. So we're projecting power with these guys. What's going on with these little guys? I have a feeling these guys are supposed to be together. Yeah, so let's put the 8th fleet into the 1st. All right. We can actually put probably another capital ship in here. Are we building any ships currently? No. So let's put another capital ship in here. What did we put in here? Early ironclads. All right, let's build one more early ironclad for these guys. Hey, Just24, what's up? What's up, my friend? How you doing? Winning? Not really. Budget is mega red. Yeah, budget's mega red. We're looking at it now. We're gonna research identification documents, get some more taxation capacity. How long is that going to take, actually? So 20 months. I think we'll wait for the end of that 20 months, and then we'll see how many government admins we want to build. What else can we cut down on? Ooh, okay. We're subsidizing these shipping yards. Because they're all not that profitable. Oh, the steamers. Okay. Which is why we're building a couple of the fishing there. Can we offload some of these guys? Let's pay a low subvention, because I wonder if we can export a little bit more of these guys. I wonder if that will be cheaper than subsidizing all of those things. Now, I would like the companies to be building these trade centers. Although only one of them has investment rights. Oh, and these guys still aren't. Okay. So, we're gonna build... Well, actually, before we build, what's our merchant marines at? Okay. So let's get more ports going, and then that company might build us some more. We got tons of people to employ, so let's just do it here. And that will also make the shipping lanes a little bit cheaper. And we're going to want these guys sooner rather than later. So let's put the ports at the top. And then we'll finish the rest of that stuff. We got awful construction efficiency. Yikesies. Okay. Hey, Super Frank, what's up, my friend? What's up, what's up? World Cup bracket for Office, Glory, and Honor filled out. Now I'm ready for the World Cup. Need to defend my title. Ah, nice. You won it last time. Very good job. Very good job, my friend. Yes. Unfortunately, there will be one day at this tournament you and I will be at odds. Will be at odds. But otherwise, I hope we both beat Argentina. If you want it to be realistic, you should cut down on social welfare, of course. Actually, how much are we paying for that? Oh, we are paying a lot for oil subventions. We don't need to be doing that. I know we want to export a ton of it. In fact, maybe we could even tariff it, but we're not going to be able to change it now. Okay. Now our interest payments actually would be nice if we didn't have all those. Your explanation on how social welfare works was very useful. Thanks for that. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one to figure out. That was a tough one to figure out. Mainly because it took me a long time to realize the amount a pop is getting on social welfare in a week is based on the calculations from the previous week. Where are we at with that? Do we have... Oh, we don't have any going yet. We actually could use that because we do have quite a few unemployed people. We need human rights for old age pension. Yeah, I would rather get that. Ugh, okay. So here's what we'll do. We're going to redo a lot of this stuff. We're going to get that because we're near human rights. So let's do human rights. And then we'll do... all of this stuff. But I still find it quite hard to improve standard of living fast. Yeah, I found, you can see from our standard of living here, I found standard of living to be a little bit tougher since the update. Like, I just generally find it to be less. We've got a ton of radicals too. We really need to cut down on that. And I think it's mainly unemployment. And standard. Well, yeah, standard of living is because of unemployment. Yeah. So actually, I think getting some social welfare will help. Because the problem is, so we have a lot of unemployed. And this is because, let's take a look at them. Most of them are... Yeah, most of them are laborers. See, the problem is... we're at a point now where people want better jobs. We need these laborers to promote up. But we just need better jobs for them. We could start... Actually, we should start increasing... Yeah. It's at 6 a.m. for me, so I either need to be at work at 6 a.m. or leave at 8 a.m. Still undecided how to handle it. Oh, my bad. It's the one that's at 4 a.m. on a Sunday, so I'll just stay up. 6 a.m. is Jordan. Ah, yeah. Yeah, this is kind of weird for me. I'm so used to, like, waking up early for World Cup games and everything. So the World Cup being in the evening for me is just such a strange feeling. It's just never in the evening for me. All right, we're going to start doing some global production method changes here. And then let our market, you know... Yeah, we're going to start eliminating a lot of these labor jobs. And it will... Well, actually, no. So we don't want... I want to change production methods to get the better jobs before we completely eliminate labor jobs. All right. The people need jobs. Let's open more mines and more rice fields and more everything. Yeah, that's the thing. We just really need more jobs. But we also need better jobs, because we're at the point where people don't necessarily want to be laborers. So we'll start here, and then we'll work on the urban buildings. Probably going to have surplus goods everywhere. But, you know, the stuff on this end, I don't mind so much if the prices drop significantly. It'll help the urban buildings and among other things. Alright, there we go. So now we can start looking at this stuff. But let's see what we got here. The powerful clout that the Zaibatsu hold has become a menacing presence over our government. One of our agents has approached us suggesting a less conventional solution. Oh, I don't want to diminish Zaibatsu power. Alright. What is this lobby opportunity? Oh, trade privileges from the Ottomans. I don't mind that. Let's see what we get there. Will people be forced to get better jobs if you remove labor jobs? Well, yeah, so there's two things to do there. One, there's when you promote these things, so it will create more of the machinist and farmer jobs. So, some people will get laid off from the labor jobs, but some of them will promote to these better jobs. So we want to do this stuff first. Something like this is just straight up going to lay off laborers. And so eventually we want to do these green production methods. But first I want to move through these to get people better jobs. And then start creating more levels of all these buildings. So kind of do it in a two-step process there. Hey, DeWolfie, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's your week going? Is there any reason you did not switch to PMs earlier? No, I think I've just... As some tech came in, I think I've fallen behind on some of these updates. So it's more just... Yeah, see, I think I neglected some of the rural PMs. Most of these urban PMs I was more concerned with. Because we're kind of up to date on all this stuff. I don't want to do this one yet, because we haven't built up our sources of rubber. And I don't want to do that one yet because we don't really have a good source of this. So we really need to build up a lot of that. Oh, damn it. Pause. Oh, Patronize Realist Art completed. Nice. The Art Academy of Kaido has become a major center of the realist movement, producing some of the finest works of our generation. Yeah, let's get tech progress on that. I always just switch them once they are unlocked, unless I would generate a shortage. Yeah, I think I just got distracted and didn't do it. There's so much going on in this new update, I feel like I get distracted even more than I usually got distracted in the past. The relatively lenient Japanese immigration system has long been attractive to those fleeing their home nations. Recently, Marescu Nagi has petitioned to join the stream of people moving to the Empire of Japan. You know, I just realized we're not passing anything. We gotta take a look at our laws here. Who's this guy? Tagaku. Yeah, we don't mind them so much. Let's not make the Zaibatsu any more upset. So sure, we'll take that guy in. After receiving notice of the horrors that the citizens of Japanese Western New Guinea have been enduring, solidarity among the nations has been raised. There are many who want to donate to the cause. We could raise standard of living for Pops in Western New Guinea, raise our relations with Germany. Yeah, let's raise relations with Germany. Oh, who will you be supporting in soccer? The United States and Algeria. Those are my two countries. So that's who I'll be going for. What about you? I suppose we should have a day of declaration. What are the teams everyone's going for? Oh, you know what? I also see why I did all this stuff, because I need to do this promise. Now something else I need to keep an eye on here. Ooh. Yeah, these guys have no supply. We got to bring these guys back home. So they're projecting power over here. Do we need them to stay there? What regions are they doing it in? The English Channel, the Bay of Biscay, Celtic Sea. But we're not really getting anything here. So 1,800 here. Yeah, if we move them out, we're going to lose a level of involvement in Southern Europe. Oh. Yeah, we'll lose a level of involvement here. How much supply do these guys need? Okay. What if... Here's what we're going to do. Let's bring these guys back home, because we can't actually supply them. And then we'll send you... We don't need to project power here. So we'll just do these 3 regions. And then hopefully that will fix up our supply problem there. Do you just switch urban center PMs even if it says it creates a shortage? I do, because I want the market to correct itself for that. So like, yeah, we have some input good shortages. Yeah, but for me right now we have so much. We have peasants and we have unemployed. The solution is to just build more levels of stuff. So I'd rather take the shortage for a short period of time and then just build up what we need. This will also get the private sector to start building this stuff. I think, yeah, I need Mitsubishi. That's the thing. Oh, that's why I've kind of fallen behind on this. I want Mitsubishi to be producing this. So they're going to expand the trade center, which I also want. So yeah. Because I kind of want the private sector to take the reins in that. Oh yeah, we're not passing anything. Let's try to go... I would like to go to laissez-faire here. Unfortunately, nobody wants it. That's interesting. I'm doing all right. A bit of stress right now before... Oh, semester time. Ooh boy. Okay. Well, hang in there, my friend. Hang in there. I was always worried about that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's still worth it, I feel like. You might get some shortages, but I guess it depends on how much of a shortage. Like, if you really don't have any infrastructure for the input good, then, yeah, you'd switch off. Like, I didn't switch the PM in the urban center that would call for motors, because we already have a shortage on that. So I'll hold off on that. But if it's going to be a little bit of a shortage, it's not so bad. We can fix that. If you have a decent amount of trade centers and you are not the only one who produces a good, and it's not a local good like electricity transport, the world market should handle it. Yeah, and then I regulate the price with my levers. Yes. Ah, Portugal. Nice, nice, nice. Should be a good year for Portugal. Ronaldo's final hurrah. Austria and England. Oh, you support England as well. Okay. And and everyone who plays against Germany. See, I like a fanhood like that too. Very nice. Very nice. My team are those who win. Nice. So you can never be you'll never be sad. It's the way to go. Companies don't seem very eager to spend their money. I find companies in this patch to be not as eager. It's an interesting thing. Now, what's up with the Zaibatsu here? Oh, I think it's because of our person here, right? Yeah, the leader is neutral on free trade. No, free. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I don't need free trade. Yeah. So they're neutral on laissez-faire because they should endorse it, right? Yeah. So we need a different leader. What's this guy giving them? Plus 50% attraction. He's pretty old. I would like the private sector to take the reins on this. So if he steps down, 73% modernizer. All right, we need to hand select the next person. And we can't bring anybody in. Ugh. Can we get a different interest group in there? Gaku. No. Wow. Wow, and then the next one's a protectionist. Why can't we get a good old market liberal somewhere? Damn. Okay. Building on a perceived common enmity to the United States of America, pro-Austrian associations have become commonplace within the patriotically inclined Hyman. The Japanese Austria Society, how happy are they? Oh, they're at +3. And yeah, we could use some happiness there. No, let's do this. Yes, and now we'll lose the old ways. Oh, and now, yep, our supply ships are starting to come back around. Not helpful. There are no data centers to build, so no company sees any need to build anything. Yeah. Yeah, right. That's all everybody wants now is a data center. Oh, to go back to 1896. Yes, Modernizer is a great early game, but bad late game, in my opinion. Yeah, Modernizer landowner in 1840, awesome. Modernizer trade unions, 1910. No, I know. We're kind of not liking this Modernizer Zaibatsu industrialist here. It's very interesting, huh? I want a data center as well. Okay, we got Genet Coal here. Which we won't mind moving to. Get that negative 10% military goods cost. So what do we want to move to here? What do we want to move to? I want to hold off on this until we get human rights. The Hyman are the only ones that like Je ne Cole. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, that's right. We're on subjecthood. Okay, because of the I know. I forgot to take a look at that. Wouldn't mind commercialize agriculture. We need mutual funds for that, which we have coming up next. Mercantilism. We could go free trade. How are the imports in our trade centers doing? Yeah, they could use some help. So I suppose we could go free trade. We are at a point where we wouldn't mind free trade. There's nothing else that we can really do at the moment. So let's do that. Any negotiations we want to do? Yeah, I suppose we're at 5%. Let's see what the Jisha want. Whispering through a haze of cigar smoke in Kaganori Minami's private dining hall, the Jisha discuss what compromises they might accept for changing their stance on free trade. Yeah, so the large authority cost. I don't want to go to charity hospitals. Improve standard of living up to 11. Well, let's do it, because we need to do it. We might fail it, but whatever. Alright. And this construction inefficiency is also killing me. We don't have the authority. We're also on high taxes. Let's lower the military wage. We're spending 100 on this, getting 2.9k. Data center. Yeah, but everything is expensive. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way of it right now. So we can tax T. He's gonna piss everybody off, though. I don't want to tax something that tons of people are using. Well, the lower classes aren't really using T all that much. The middle classes, though. And because I would remove the luxury furniture tax. Yeah, I think we'll leave the taxes as is. Imagine the laser tag in those data centers once the bubble bursts. Yeah, that is what they're going to become, right? Large indoor malls and laser tag and stuff like that. Oh my god. That's a good idea, though. Turn them all into laser tag. 11. That's a bit more than you have now. Yeah, we're taking a bit of a gamble, but I would like to be at 11. I mean, we should be at 11 by this point. As we start getting people hired, we'll start to eat into the improve the standard of living there. What kind of jobs do we create with this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we should build a glass thing here. Yeah, we just need more money. All right, what's going on with the Ainu here? Let's take a look. Oh. 40 to 59, but what we really need is for them to be at 55. So we have about 36% here, 20% there, 42% there. So about 60% are definitely lower than 55. And there isn't really a way to know for exactly how much in here are actually at 55. Like, let's take a look at the labors here. What are these guys at? 55, 55. Okay. So anybody who's Ainu in Hokkaido, pretty much everybody, pretty much all Ainu are in Hokkaido. The Mahayana are all at 55. So it's these Shinto pops, or animist ones, that we need to fix. So we can basically say 36% of them are at 55. And about 61, 62% aren't. So we need to be converting more. Okay. So they are converting. So we're moving the needle just slowly. I think that when the bubble will burst, some of those data centers will just become storage. Yeah, that's true too. Or maybe they'll try to sell you the idea of renting a cloud computer when you want to play something. You don't need to own anything anymore, just rent it. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, the bubble might burst in all those data centers, but I do feel like they'll still be data centers just for different purposes. Because regardless, we're going to need data centers. Though, I guess not to the amount that there will be. But yeah, I do feel like a large number of those data centers will just be acquired and used for other purposes. Maybe government purposes. Alright, so we're getting one motor industry here. I would like it if you guys built more, but... How we doing on merchant marines? Oh, there we are. Alright. We have a surplus. They're building a trade center just in the wrong country. Oh, now let's take a look at Sumitomo here. Oh, we got a lot. Oh, we also have... We're missing a general here, and now they have no organization. Okay. So our cavalry, we got an authoritarian, a moderate, and a traditionalist. Surveyor. Wrathful. Supply requisitions and innovative. I love to take the historical characters, I just don't want another authoritarian, so we'll take the moderate guy. Alright, so they're going up to 86. Yeah, the lead mines. In Tohoku. Alright, let's build two more here. Raise the price of, or the price of lead here. Our turmoil is starting to catch up to us. Yeah, steam-powered threshers. Not necessarily something we're gonna do. I can't believe we're at 1896 and we still are having peasants. So many peasants, so many peasants. which is way too many. Brigadier General Sukunori Okada, a prominent opponent of free trade, has begun to maneuver towards halting the enactment of the law by force. His bid for power is backed by a faction of the Hymen. So no, we don't like you, my friend. Yeah, and your coup sucks. Bye-bye. Where are we on this? 5 months. 5 months. Okay. Oh, damn it. We need a naval admin. A prominent functionary and supporter of the shonen has been shot in broad daylight in the streets of Edo. The local police seem uninterested in investigating any further. Yeah, God, if we could just get these guys super happy. You know, I forgot to look at what laws they want. It's probably not something that I like. Oh, damn. Well, I guess we can afford to lose 5% bureaucracy. Yeah, we can. But losing 10% authority is going to hurt. And losing 5 legitimacy is really going to hurt. Ooh, I don't know that we can. Oh, yeah, we can. But oof, we'll be on the edge. The conspiracy to overthrow the sitting Japanese government has lost all momentum amongst the Hymen. Brigadier General Sukunori Okada's plot has been abandoned. I suppose I should start looking at not necessarily picking the option that lowers the coup chance, or the coup bar. The coup bar. If we're already in a healthy negative direction. I probably didn't need to take that hit. All right. I mean, ultimately what we need is more construction. I could just pause government construction for a bit. I mean, I know we're in the red here, but the investment pool is outrageous. That's why what we could really use right now is laissez-faire. So how can we get it? Nobody's gonna really support it. In fact, the labor movement is actively gonna reject it. And I don't necessarily want to go for any of these things, because the point is, I want the private sector to take a larger share of these construction costs. Hardwood and fabric. How is hardwood and fabric? Oh, hardwood is super expensive. I suppose I should be maxing out the rest of this stuff. Where is this? Oh, up there. Oh, up there, huh? Alright. God, I keep... See, this is the problem with me in construction. You know, I always say don't keep don't keep pages of construction. But damn. Oh, we don't have a bad construction inefficiency there. Just max this out there. Oh, actually, hold on. No, I don't necessarily want to do that. We can go to electric sawmills. Oh, I think I was doing this and I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, that's right. We don't have the motors. Well, what did that do for us here? Who else is making hardwood? Well, where do we have power plants? I should look at it that way. So just in Kanto and Hokushinetsu. So not profitable yet. So let's fix that. And then might not necessarily need to build everything up there. Though this stuff will build quickly. But let's do it. I mean, we need to get people working here as well. Alright. Oh, yeah. And we got an event going here. Competing goods from abroad have led to a slump in demand for products from Hokkaido, which has raised concerns in the state about our planned reforms. Damn. I don't know if I want to take a setback. Ooh, minus 25% manufacturing throughput. No, thank you. Well, let's do it. Let's live on the edge there. All right. So we're utilizing a little over half of our debt. We have a good interest rate. So there is that. What law could we possibly go for next that these guys would like? Yeah, we can't switch off appointed bureaucrats. You know, we could just go migration controls. At this point, I'm not worried about migration. We got a lot of people. And it'll make them super happy. So it'll get them a plus 10 swing. So it'll get them to plus 3. We really need them at plus 10. Let's take a look. What is making them so upset? So yeah, there is the very low government wages. Oh, they have this timed modifier. Oh, I should have looked at that. Radical. The statue not being raised. How much more time do we have than that? Oh, let's go down and take a look at that. Oh, is that specific to them? 34 months. Okay. All right. Whoa. The U.S. really took everything, huh? All right. So we can move to... If this fails, we're going to go to no colonial affairs. We'll get plus 10 acceptance from homeland. That'll fix our Ainu problem. Will that make the shonen happy? They don't really care. Oh, there we go. Taxation capacity. All right. So that just gave us a little bit there. So let's get some government admin going. So 90. All right, and then we're gonna have to do a whole bunch of... We're gonna need a whole bunch of paper for that. This paper is expensive. Oof. Why are we exporting it? Why are we exporting it? Just tariff the hell out of those exports. We are the #1 producer. Yeah, but... Yeah, I knew. Get accepted already. Father Cuts wants to get off subject of it. Yeah, I know, right? We need to get off of this, like, now. So that I can get some agitators in. Get somebody for the Zaibatsu who'll, like, laissez-faire. And then get the last bit of our budget fixed. Who did we get here? Oh, we got Toshiko Kishida, who is a feminist. Damn, I mean, normally getting to women's suffrage is great, but I mean, the last thing I need is the more workforce ratio. I don't need more of that. Though, okay, here's something we can do. Oh, well, this is kind of a catch-22 here. We can't make her the head of the interest group until we have women's suffrage. But we would need her to get women's suffrage. But it just occurred to me that maybe if we got a better leader of the shonen, it would make them happy. Who do we have here? Nobody. Nobody that would help us. Break. Oh, yeah. Well, we got about 2 minutes before we reach the hour mark, but thank you for the reminder. Now I have it. Now I have it in my mind. Because I am known to forget about it. All right, so we got a couple things here that's going to help our budget a little bit. These government admins will, though paper costs a little bit. These logging camps will make the ship construction a little bit more affordable. This, but I don't trust it too much. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it is going down. These guys are just hanging around there. So, we're close. Look at it. We also have Ching building us some stuff. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of free trade have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. We can actually... No, actually, I can't take any more radicals. I really can't. We're gonna lose the 10% success chance. Hey, King Hulk, what's up? What's up? Good morning, Ham and crew. How is the stream going? Stream's going well. We're doing okay. Slowly getting ourselves out of our budget hole. Look at that. We're almost there. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, but you did get here right, actually, as we need to take a quick break. We do need to pay homage to the gods of ads here, because we're about to get hit by ads in a moment, so that we don't have to watch ads during gameplay. So we're going to take a quick 90-second break, let the ads play, and then come right back. So we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Let's see what I miss here. Apparently they were chanting USA so loud at the Knicks game last night that you could hear it from your house apartment. Yeah, I mean, there was one particular moment they were not chanting USA. Yeah, it's crazy. The whole city here is just in like Knicks fever. I have never quite seen this much Knicks fanaticism here in the city. It's kind of great. It's kind of awesome, to be honest with you. Doing great now. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. The streamer that actually cares about us ad subjects. Yeah, I try to take a break at the hour mark. There are ads that play at the 30-minute mark, because the problem is you need to play 3 minutes of ads an hour. Now I could not have ads at the 30-minute mark and just play 3 whole minutes at the hour mark and take a 3-minute break, but I do kind of feel like people are not going to like sit and wait for 3 minutes of ads. I think at the hour mark I'll just end up losing people. So keep it at 90 seconds every hour, every half hour, and every hour. But it's a tricky little situation trying to figure out how to run the ads. Because the funny thing is, like, it's not like the streamer really makes anything off of ads. It's not beneficial to me, it's not beneficial to you, it's just beneficial to Twitch. So if there were no ads, you know. All right. I suppose for the streamer to really make anything off of ads, you would need to be one of those people that has like 300 people watching you or something like that. You make a lot of ad money if you have thousands of viewers. Yeah, yeah, that's maybe more. Yeah, not 300. You need like thousands of viewers. Yeah, exactly. So, like, whatever. And spam them with ads every 10 minutes. Yeah, that's a thing. They also give you the option where it's like, you can get more money off of the ads if you just let Twitch decide when to play the ads. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because I feel like they're going to run ads random moments and then you can't really take breaks during them and stuff like that. And YouTube just run the... Yeah, YouTube doesn't really give you as much of an option. Now on YouTube, I do have the option here, insert ad. So I think I can say like, hey, this is a good point to play some ads for people. But I think it all depends on whatever the individual person's algorithm is, whether it'll run the ad or not. I can delay ads for a very short period of time. So like, I guess if something really, really important is about to happen. The other problem is if something really, really important is about to happen, I kind of forget that that button is there. But at least on YouTube, you can rewind the stream. I think with Twitch, you need to have like Twitch Turbo or something like that to rewind it. Write these tips down for next year when you'll be mega streamer. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. how to be the mega streamer and get around all the ads. YouTube ads are way shorter though. Yeah, this is true too. Yeah, this is true too. They're not like, and you can skip them. they're not like 90 seconds of ads, or you know, if you really did the whole just one ad break an hour, 3 minutes. With the groundwork of the Hokusenetsu oil industry complete, its appeal and promise is waning among those seeking to carve out their own fortune. Ooh, well, I don't want a lower standard of living for oil workers. Oh, yeah, well, let's just take... Yeah, I see, we get 20% throughput on the oil extractors with all those hits, or just 10% among all manufacturing. Let's just do that. 2029 needs to hurry up so this government circus can end, but in the meantime... we'll keep escaping reality into the Paradox games. God, when you say 2029, it makes it feel like it sounds like it's so long away. I'm like, it's just, you know, the election is only 2 more years, kinda. But 2029 makes it sound like, oh God. There was a period when people. There was a period where people you lay entire videos as ads. That's just hubris. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's people, their whole video is like that. There's this thing on YouTube, YouTube shopping, YouTube marketplace or whatever like that. So basically you can just like hawk merch on your videos and then tie in like a here's where you buy the stuff that you saw in this video. And I'm like, oh God. Oh God. Who was it? I think it was when I was telling my mom about this whole streaming thing. She's like, you should do that. I'm like, how would I even put on there? Here's where you can buy this Algeria jersey. Here's where you can buy some Legos. Nah. Election season has begun in the Empire of Japan, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixers. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure a favorable result. What is our electoral confidence at? 62. Yeah, so we're getting a hit of 17 legitimacy. We could really use additional legitimacy, so I'm not gonna mess with this election. The Imperial Party's in the lead. I don't care so strongly at the moment about who wins it, compared to just the legitimacy itself. So we'll do that. And what did that get us to now? 72%. Ah, so we got about 5 legitimacy back. Nice. Okay, so we're in a contested government now. So at least we're not getting additional radicals from political movements. So there is that. All right, we finished the government admins. Yeah, it did like nothing for unrealized taxes. Where was it that we just built them? It was Hokusenetsu, right? Yeah. Joseon has fallen to a revolution amongst the armed forces. In the campaign materials of the Constitutional Government Association, Tsukiyuki Tsuboi has immediately denounced the armed forces here, preempting a similar revolt. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to lose divine right here, but we can take this and we'll still have it, as opposed to letting the armed forces get to, yeah, material waste and more military goods costs. We'll take this. I also don't care if that party loses momentum. Free trade is seen better days. It's so funny when you watch a docu about Chernobyl and suddenly it switches to a cooking show. Yeah. I know, right? Like, this is kind of strange. What a strange time we live in, huh? Have you ever played as the Philippines? Oh, I'm doing a run with them right now, and they have some unique content since they started a Spanish colony. It's actually one of the runs I've been thinking about, because there's also an easy achievement to get as them. Because they got content in the last DLC, Iberian Twilight. So I think eventually when we loop back around to this region, I'll do the Philippines. But since we just did one as Japan, and we're probably doing Australia next, we'll start moving around the world. And then when we get back, we'll do Philippines. Yataro Iwasaki, a prominent member of the Constitutional Party, has been accused of gross corruption. He strenuously denied all allegations until damning letters surfaced signed by him. Yeah, let's lower this guy's popularity. I'd more like to lower his prominence, so that the next Zaibatsu isn't a modernizer, but we'll do that. Hey, Kubatao, hello. Hi, Ham, doing great. Yes, I am. How are you? Just passing by to wish a good stream for you and chat. With your tutorials, I was able to reach 220 billion GDP as Brazil in 1890. Was that supposed to be an M or actually a B? Which was a personal goal in the game. Big thanks. Yes, thank you. Oh, congrats. Nice. Brazil is always a really fun run. And I'm glad the tutorials are helpful. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in to say so. I've been wanting to do a Brazil run again. I still have a couple achievements lingering from Brazil. And I kind of feel like Brazil would be a fun one with the new naval update and everything. I mean, you have a lot of logging and stuff. Obviously, you'll have employment problems and stuff like that. But you also have the possibility for some naval combat when you start fighting off, like, the European powers. So, yeah, Brazil would be a fun one. So let's take a look at... Oh, yeah, I always forget. They're part of the United States. How many soldiers do they have? Yeah. Millions. Okay, yeah. I was like, whoa. Excellent run. Excellent run. Never reach 1 billion. My PC can't run over 1890. Oh no. Oh no. Gotta do some GeForce now then, my friend. Get yourself to the end game there. Very nice though. 220 million in 1890 is Brazil. That's a good run. Yasuhoshi Takashima and Kaganori Minami were spotted in discussions about the coming election. Preachers the next day were extolling virtues of the Constitutional Government Association. Oh, if we take this, it'll definitely swing the election. I guess we'll give them political strength for 5 years. Well, if I want the clergymen, they're probably going to pull ahead in this election anyway, because these guys have negative 16%, and I also don't really care if these guys lose between these two parties. Actually, if we can get the petit bourgeoisie, or sorry, the shonen in government, they might be a little happier. So, yeah, sure, let's take that. What does Austria want? So we give no subventions on small arms, military access, and straight access, and they give us military access. My friends, what are you doing here? What we would really like is to take our debt. No, you don't want to do that. How about money? Just give me money. Really? Well, you know what then, my guys? Like, oh, they don't really care about the straight axis, so why don't we just get rid of that? So they might take this. Ooh, we really don't have the influence, though. We have a lot of treaties going. All right, we can't do this right now. Let's take a look at some of these treaties. Trade privileges with Brunei. Costing us 50. How much trade are we really doing with Brunei? I don't see much. All right, so let's get rid of that treaty. Katai. This is costing us 25. Let's withdraw from that. Well, trade privileges with Belgium. Yeah. Ah, yes, you're very vital straight. I know. I mean, you know, if there are ways we can make it profitable. Like, for instance, I'm doing an offline run as the Ottomans, and I have this straight here, and generally there's nothing running through it. Now, when Carasia was here, I got investment rights with them, built some trade centers there, and then I started getting money out of the strait because I created some shipping that would go through there. Russia annexed them. So now in the game, what I'm doing is I have Romania has formed. What I can take, I need to take the little bit of Dobruja off of Russia, and then I can give this to Romania. If I do that, then Romania's got to trade through there, and I can gain money off of the straight access. So there are ways you can make the strait profitable. Now, I don't necessarily know what I could do here. Because the problem is, trade could also just come to this state. But I suppose... Yeah, see, there's access here. Like, this actually is probably, like, one of the most useless straits. Because you can still access all the states in here elsewhere. Like, you can just go through here. Like, why would there not be, like, a strait right here? That I don't know. Classic Russian annexation. Yeah, I know, right? I knew it was only a matter of time until I lost that. Ham, is it worth it to create, just for some time, an ideologic union power block, just have creative legislature for less stall chance? I've been thinking on doing that on early game to pass some laws. Yeah, I think so. I think the creative legislature, honestly, I think all the power blocks have situations that are useful, right? So, like, you can impose the same government principles and distribution of power laws on block members. If you're going to go, like, a full-on communist run, or even just a full-on socialist run, generally, when you switch to those non-socialist countries, or even just non-communist countries, will oppose you and get mad at you. So you can get countries into your power block and then have them switch their government principles and distribution of power laws. And even if you aren't going communist or anything like that, you can just generally get countries to be more amenable to you when you share these two things. Then, yeah, on top of that, you can, start to pass laws a lot easier. I think this one, actually, the Creative Legislature 3, is kind of cool in that you get an extra setback. This one, I don't know as much if I would use this one as much. But I think depending on the run you're doing, ideological union could be very helpful in that sense. It makes sense only... Oh, hey, the Warrior UN. Hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you. It makes sense only for very backwards countries like Persia, Morocco, with very strong landowner countries. Yes, that too. Very helpful in that sense. So yeah, I suppose if you were going to do like a Persia, Afghanistan run and create a power block, that would be kind of helpful here. Would be kind of helpful here to start unifying the governments of everybody there. So yeah, I think there are some situations where it's helpful. Whilst carrying out work in support of the Constitutional Government Association in Tohoku, Toshiko Kishida has come across Yasuyoshi Takashima representing the Imperial Party. A fiery debate has broken out between them. Well, where are we with the election? Yeah, we could do this, and it actually won't sway the election all that much. Alright, so we're continuing to lower the amount that we're barreling into debt. We only have 2 years left on this, so we do need to get through this stuff. We need, what, 21 more? What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we have a good amount of merchant marines, so we can get rid of these additional ports. I don't want to waste construction, so we'll finish these. Then we'll do these guys. Let's get the munitions out of there. Hopefully somebody will build that. The fishing wharfs, I forget why I added that in. And let's take the rubber out, because again, if the private sector will do that, I would prefer it. Oh, what's this? Goods transfer. And we do have quite a bit. Take our debt? No. What about money? I'll give this to you for money. Yeah. This actually wouldn't be so bad. Basically, this money would cover the cost of the merchant marines to sell this. So then we actually will get profit off of this. Problem is we don't have this. Since 1.13, it makes even more sense because of reworked interests. Way harder to get law commitments. Yeah, that's a good point. The law commitments aren't... You can't just take them all willy-nilly anymore, yeah. Yeah, so the ideological union, not such a bad idea. Personally, never played with those countries, but I like to play as Brazil, and they start with almost 50% clout. Almost every time when trying to ban slavery, I have to fight a civil war. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. I find for slavery specifically, when you have the pro-slavery movement, it's always a little bit easier to look for a law that they like. Usually what you'll find is it's local police force. You can pass local police force because it's not as detrimental switching to that. Pass local police force, it'll make them very happy. And so if you pass local police force and then immediately go for slavery banned, and if you can keep full authority to get lower enactment time, it's very, very possible that you can pass slavery ban without the pro-slavery movement getting to 100% activism. That's usually, I find, the best way to go about it. The Emperor has taken a personal interest in the ongoing debate concerning free trade and have resolved to use his royal prerogative to ensure the law passes. Okay. Give us 10%. I don't think that royal prerogative is doing as much as you think it's gonna do, but sure, we'll take it. I don't think it is necessary for Brazil. They have intelligentsia from Game Start, as far as I remember. Yeah, I forget exactly what they start with. I mean, you also remember the more urban buildings you build in the early game, the more the industrialists gain power. And so you build them, you sell them to the private sector, the industrialists gain power. And then at least at Game Start, they will oppose the landowners directly. And so you can kind of cut into their power that way. Aritomo Yamagata intends to travel across Osaka by train to campaign for the Imperial Party. Oof. Alright, yeah, we'll take this and get less hits to the train throughput. I have to get back to doing goods transfer treaties. I stopped using them after this update. But getting some money in the treaty to help with the cost of merchant marine sounds like a good plan. Yeah, that's kind of the way to go about it these days. Because it does, you end up paying more. Like for us, I got to get out of some of these treaties myself. We have one going with Ching here. We're getting 24.1k income from it. Oh, look at this. It's not even profitable there. It was profitable. But then on top of that, which one? Yeah, the shipping lanes. Yeah, we're paying 5.2k on top of it for the shipping lane. So honestly, this treaty is costing us money. Oh yeah, we were going to get rid of some other treaties too. No, we want to keep that. We want to keep that. Well, we have to keep that for right now. Oh, look at this. We have the Iberian Union. I haven't really found that to be formed by the AI all that much. Well, we do want to keep that then. All right, so the Imperial Party won. What's that going to do here? So if the Jisha can stay... Oh, man, this sucks. Oh, you know, I didn't think of it. The Emperor is a Zaibatsu. I should have leaned into these guys. Poop. We're gonna have to lower taxes. Well, taxes are high anyway. We could use it. All right. Ooh. If we lower it a little bit more, I think we can get a little bit more legitimacy. The Japan Farmers Party, what the hell is that? Oh, I think our intelligentsia is marginalized. Yeah. Where do the nihilist movement lead? I never really cared too much for the nihilists. I know there's a bunch in here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh, Utopian. Hello. So yeah, Council Republic, State Atheism. I guess they're neutral on total separation. I've never really found a good use for State Atheism, which is why I tend to not lean into them too much. I guess if you want to go Council Republic, they're helpful for that, but I never find them to be too helpful. Legislative failures. Goodbye, free trade. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to no colonial. Oh, well, look at that. These guys won the election. It's going to help us do this. And that will help us get to here. What a lucky occurrence there. I think that to get rid of slavery, you really have to oppress the pro-slavery, because if you don't, you end up with pro-slavery characters and all the IGs. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you do need to oppress them or suppress them as well. But with some maneuvering, you can pass slavery banned in most countries without getting to the Civil War. But yeah, yeah. Suppressing them is also vital. Liberate Algeria? Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, I just kind of want to do that. But yeah, the poor Ottomans. Ooh, France is coming for all of this, huh? Yeah, I mean, we can't afford a war right now, so unfortunately, it pains me, but nope. Ooh, Austria sides with them. Well, hold on. Yeah, now they don't want us. Have intelligentsia, but I kind of struggle to reduce the power of the landowners because you can't industrialize fast. Yeah, you don't have infrastructure. Yeah, that's true. You don't have infrastructure, you don't have people. That's why getting to, in any South American country, honestly, getting to the railroad tech as quickly as you can is very important. But there's a couple things you can do. I mean, getting to dedicated police force, they don't mind dedicated police force, and it'll get you off of the plus 10% of local police force. That's always a quick and easy one. But also lowering the profitability of all the agricultural buildings also cuts into their political power because it cuts into their wealth. Put down greener grass decrees and see if you can join a power block or create your own power block with the freedom movement mandate. That will bring tons of pops to Brazil. Yeah, that's true. Brazil also has that unique event. Was it populating something where it's going to give you extra bonuses to migration. The nihilists also don't care for the nihilist movement, to be fair. Yeah, if they cared about the movement, are they really nihilists? Like, let's be honest here. Oh, hey, Laplace, what's up, what's up? Hello. How are you, my friend? We are winning. We are tired of winning. This is the 100th winning day. Oh, the Hormuz crisis. I was like, wait, what are we winning? We are winning, baby. We are tired of winning. Yeah, I know. Well, if that's winning, I am tired of winning. I can tell you that. Oh, hey, Mu Lambda Theta. What is up? What is up, my friend? How you doing? The debuffs France gets from losing all of coastal Algeria are annoying, but not crippling. Many radicals and the armed forces leader offs himself by gun. Yeah. I mean, I just want to liberate Algeria from France because I'm Algerian and currently wearing an Algeria jersey. I feel like I should. But in terms of our run here, it isn't actually the smartest move to do at the moment. Always put green grass campaign and always come a lot of French from Occitane. Yeah. Wait. Oh! The French back down. Dun 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 dun! Let's be friends. I was totally gonna come help you guys. I was totally about to. I was like 2 seconds away from coming to help you guys. But let's be friends. I've never seen Algeria form in one of our runs. Look at that. Be an African nation, ban slavery, start anti-slave wars against your neighbors. Africa saved. That's, yeah, it's not a bad way to go about it. Always, oh wait, I read that one. Oh hey, Vox Chill, hello, how are you? We're winning at life. yeah, I guess it depends on who the we are. Somebody's winning at life. Looks like most of Algeria already liberated itself. Yeah, I know, right? That's the problem, is Algeria liberated, but now they gotta fight Algeria. What is this Tunisia over here? Tunisian Oran. What the what? Oh, wow. That's like the last vestige of Tunisia. Alright, we're at drafting, so that's good. If you build agriculture like banana farms on another country, your landowners get stronger? No, right? Earn more money to investment pool. Yeah, yeah. If you build them in another country, yeah. The landowners in your country don't get stronger. Just the landowners in their country. I was about to say, wait, did Korea win? No, they're gonna lose. So yeah, build them in another country. Don't worry, guys. The war will end very soon, according to Trump. Too bad. He's been saying that since March. Yeah. Any day now. He's trying to that's his foreign strategy, his foreign policy strategy. Just the power of positive thinking. If you say it enough, you will it into existence. Lately, I watch a Romanian stand-up comedian and USA News. Both are funny. I mean, US just deported a referee and banned the Iran national team. Yeah. If that's not comedy, I don't know what is. Yeah. Any funny map things happening in this run? Well, we have the complete fracturing of India. Though I feel like that's not that has happened before, so not totally crazy. I feel like there's not that much, which is interesting because we played through a few hotfixes. I remember when we were playing with National Awakening and playing through the hotfixes, things got a little crazy. So no, actually, it's just been a pretty stable map. I mean, I guess this is not usually what happens. But yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't see anything too crazy. The Greek nihilist movement, speak of the devil there. Yeah, we're not going to get involved in that. An affair between Gaishi Nagaoka and Kagenori Minamani's spouse has reached our ears, threatening to affect his public image if we don't destitute the general. Which one do we care for? Oh, an authoritarian general? Yeah. I mean, he's a good general. But I'd rather not have an authoritarian here. So yeah. Goodbye. So let's get a new one in there. Oh, I guess was that a general we weren't really using? Oh, no. Oh, the Marine Corps. Yeah, we haven't built these units yet. All right, so who do we got? Authoritarian. Traditionalist. No. Well, we don't need a general in this one yet, so we'll hold off. Hopefully all those guys will die out and somebody better will come along. '26 World Cup should be named World Clown 2026 FIFA. Banned my country from hosting last year. Yeah. Oh, a free Graupara. Oh, yeah, that's true. I keep glossing over that. Yeah, you don't normally see that, huh? Outside of the very beginning. Oh, and then you have Cajamarca here. Yeah. Oh, look, okay. Well, we have Haiti in South America. So yeah, there seems to be some stuff going on in South America here. Yeah, these are the guys that have the cool flag. Oh, nice. They withdrew from... Oh, we lose the trade privileges, though. But we were losing money on that deal. So let's see if we can get the trade privileges back. Oh, were they going to accept that without us even giving it? Ooh. 60% chance for this. Yeah, they won't do the 50. All right. Could we do this and get money out of them? Not really. I guess we could get some nickels and dimes. Yeah, but I'd rather just take this if we can get it. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Whoa. Do they hate us now or something? Yeah, they really don't like us. What's our government? Alright, Netherlands. Did they survive the initial war, get liberated afterwards? I don't remember. I'll have to look back at the VODs. I feel like I don't remember seeing them. So maybe they got liberated. But I'd have to go back to the instant replay on that one. So we finished the additional textile mills. We still need some more here. So we're building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll be at 43, so we're going to need 9 more. I believe paper mills count, right? Yeah. So why don't we build those? We're going to build like 9 paper mills. Because we need it anyway. We'll put these guys back up there just to finish it out. And that'll complete our promise. Hopefully we get that done in a year so that we don't have to postpone it. It's actually what it should be. British Raj control is just anyone can trade the British, but every state have their king. Oh, interesting. British Raj control are not direct, as in full control. The Prince state are enabled to rule. Oh, interesting. Okay. How have you been liking the latest DLC with the ships? I like it a lot. I'll be honest with you. I really like it. I know it's got a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I think it adds a lot of really cool levels of complexity. I like the whole shipbuilding thing. I think it took a little bit of getting used to. I think it's changed a lot of the core gameplay loops that people have. So I think that's been what kind of the rough patch is. So I think it took a little bit of time to get used to. But I like it a lot. I think it's added a lot of really cool stuff to the game. How have you been liking it? Don't all these authoritarian generals make you miss when everyone was just a romantic? Yeah, I know. I used to complain so much about romantic generals, especially the romantic offensive planners. Like, what a waste. But yeah, now they have all these authoritarians. Damn. Paraguay's a full puppet as well. Yeah, look at that. I'll tell you when else Paraguay is going to be a full puppet. This Friday when the U.S. plays them in their first game of the World Cup. Boom, ching. Actually, I have a friend who's Paraguayan. I'll be watching the game with him at a bar. So I gotta prepare a bunch of trash talking before Friday. Because I know he's going to bring some. The FIFA ban is last year where Indonesia banned Israel team due to, yeah, the genocide. And with that, FIFA put penalty on Indonesia with hosting to Argentina, which today is a complete joke. Wait, hosting what? Indonesia was going to host what? I haven't bought it yet. I've been sitting on the fence, but sounds good. Then again, I'm a bit of a sucker for anything naval. Oh, well, if you are, then you will really like this one. I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. It adds quite a bit of stuff. Honestly, I feel like I really love the ship designer. And you do need the DLC for this. So I think, and if you really like naval stuff, you'll really like playing with the ship designer. So I think this is cool. Ah, we got no colonial affairs. Excellent, excellent. So now, all those Ainu people should start moving up. Where are we here? 40% in level 3. We even have some, ooh, in level 4. Excellent. Ah, and we can get more out of the trade centers. Let's do that. Because we have a whole hell of a lot of merchant marines right now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And so that, yes. This trade center is really moving. Oh, the U-17 World Cup. Got it. Okay. Yeah, the 17th. The U-17 World Cup. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that hosting thing had been happening with that. We need a new general. Of course, everybody sucks. Well, the Kazoku don't have that much power anymore, so we'll take the traditionalists. Both of these guys are exactly the same in terms of traits, so I guess we'll take you. So that would open up another slot. So who did we get? A traditionalist armed forces. Who is an offensive planner? Not bad to have for our Marine Corps, so we'll put you there. Well, and then I wonder who else that gave us. An ethno-nationalist. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I just realized we are deficit spending. Yeah. Well, we are deficit spending, but we're a little bit past what I would be comfortable with. We are staying pretty much at 50% though. But I would like to lower the weekly expenditure a little bit. What can we pass that will make these guys happy? We could go migration controls, because I would like to get these guys to treasury bonds. Because I don't need mass migrations at the moment. So I'm totally fine with the migration controls. So let's do that. All right. So we go migration controls. That will make the shonen happy. And then hopefully by the time that's done, we can get the Ainu to be accepted, which means then we can finally switch off of subjecthood. And the shonen also like all of this stuff. Yeah, we'll go to cultural exclusion. And so hopefully the double hit of migration controls, cultural exclusion, will get these guys up to treasury bonds. And then save us quite a bit on these interest payments. I wish we could request commanders when a country owes us an obligation. Oh yeah, because some countries get stuck with really bad commanders. If they give us random events for that, they could add it to treaties. Yeah. Yeah, I know. At the moment, like, you can do it, but it's only, like, you can't do it. It's just if you get the lucky event. I'm also kind of getting tired of waiting for Mitsubishi to build all these motors industries. What I need to do is make the inputs a little better. So steel, but the problem is it's these guys that need to build the steel. I suppose they are building it. Yeah, they are building it. So as they build more steel, hopefully then the motors will start coming in. Wait, oh no, we got plenty of cheap steel. So what is the problem, Mitsubishi? Build me my motors. Might need segregation. Culture exclusion is +5, which would barely suffice. With the +5 and +10 decay, you get -4 from the journal entry button. Yeah, this is true, right? If I really just want to make the shonen happy, because they would much prefer... let's go back down to it. So cultural exclusion gives them +5. Yeah, this gives them +10. Okay, very nice. So they're at 5 now. Well, no, we would just need the +5. The only problem, I guess, would be... Yes, here we go. Very nice. +10% minting is nice. Loan reduction. So going cultural exclusion will get us there. The problem is part of this +5 is the migration controls thing, and that's going to drift down. So what we would really need to look at is... So 2, 3, 4... Oh, God, come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we could get the government wages up, we'll lose this timed modifier eventually. Oh, and the contested government. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can get them to +10 with cultural exclusion. Do you have any PMs that increase demand for motors? Well, the thing is, though, there is a demand for motors. I don't need to increase the demand. That's what's killing me. I need them to build more of it, because there is the demand. Hey, Java, what's up, what's up? I finally didn't forget. Nice, nice. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? But it's the last day. Wait, last day for what? Last day for what exactly? Yeah, look at this. Austria. I mean, I guess... Oh, that's right. That's right. The holiday. Oh, but you're leaving later tonight back home. Oh, no. Oh, man. Well, it was a good holiday, though. All right, I'm telling you. I hope it was a good holiday. Here we go, Mitsubishi. Finally adding some motors to the mix. We've got 5 months left. We need 9 more. Or sorry, 11 more. Oof, okay. Oh, what is this? Ooh. Could we take... Okay, hold on. We might do this. We might get involved in this. Russia is backing Qing, and then we can take Korea. Yeah. Oh, it was a good holiday, like you said. All right, good. All right, this, I think we're going to take a save. I think we're going to take a little bit of a save here. Because I think, despite where our budget is, we about to go to war, my friends. Can we afford this? Well, we got the transport fleet here, so we'll be able to transport troops into here. Oh, damn, I didn't know you had negative 700 voters. Yeah, maybe having less investment rights in other countries. Yeah, it's like your private sector builds more in your own country. I know. I know, right? I don't really need all those investment rights right now. I probably should renegotiate some of these treaties. I probably should do that, actually, to be honest with you. But first, we're going to get this situated. So, yeah, a little too early for World War I, though. Yeah, just a little bit. But it's starting to look like it. It is starting to look like it. All right, we are at the 2-hour mark, though, so we do have to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to the gods of ads here. And when we come back, we're going to start preparing for this war, because there's some scripted content for Japan taking Korea. And right now, Korea is a subject of the United States, so we're going to take that back from them. So, 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, and we're back, and we're back. Okay. So, let's take a look at mobilization options. We got plenty of tobacco. Got a decent amount of liquor. We don't have a lot of opium, but we are exporting quite a bit. So we're going to put a high tariff on the export. We'll add that one in. We don't have a lot of sugar. Groceries, we don't have a lot, but we're building a bunch right now. I don't think... Did they change this? Was field hospitals always having tools as an input? It always had opium. But I thought it was fabric and opium. What are we on tools? We have a lot. So we might go for this. I don't know why the hell these guys have this. Let's not do that. Do you think World War I was kind of a war of resources because they wanted to increase capacity during the Industrial Revolution? That's an interesting way to look at it, actually. I would say, yeah, maybe. I mean, that would make sense. What's funny, though, is that it did kind of end up hampering the Industrial Revolution quite a bit because of all the, you know, war and bombing and everything. I don't know what the hell I was thinking with that before. We don't have a ton of liquor here. 79. It's going to take half a unit. So really, what we have, like a 158. So we have enough for the regular battalions, but not necessarily the conscripts. Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily need to call up conscripts here. Yeah, because we can't transport a bunch of extra troops anyway. So we'll add the liquor in. We won't add in opium because we're going to add in field hospitals. And then we'll do the forced march. All right. So let's activate. But we also, we also don't need to activate everybody. So we'll definitely activate. Oh, well, what am I doing? We should get into the war first. So, war goals, transfer subject, transfer these guys. So let us get in on this. All right. Now, these guys we will activate conscripts. Well, no, we don't, because if we needed those extra ones, we'll just activate these guys. So we'll mobilize these guys, because we'll need somebody at home. Let's call in... Let's bring this fleet back home. Yeah, they're good at protecting supply lines. What supply lines do we need the most? Because... which ones are we using? Huh, interesting. Oh yeah, we have these port connections. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to bring these guys back. I'm going to put you on an intercept mission. Basically, around the southern part of the island. Then we'll have the transport fleet transport some troops. And then when they're done, we'll have them intercept around here. Actually, no, that's probably not a great idea, though. Actually, their attack damage isn't so bad. Yeah. And then we'll activate these guys. We'll send you over here, and you'll use the transport. Now, the transport can take 21, so it'll just take 2 trips for them. So let's do that. I say call some of them and keep them in Japan in case the US tries to naval invade. Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do here. I'm going to try to not activate the Edo Guard army until we absolutely need them, and try to just fight them off with our navy, because ooh, the US has twice the navy we do. Well, either way. Oh, we have a front in New Guinea. Ooh. Oh, we could have we could have taken this, but no, we need Korea more though. Okay. Damn, if only we had those Marines built up. Well, I don't know if the US is going to send anybody over there, so we'll hold off on that. I looked it up, and indeed, it was a part of it. Oh, why it started and escalated so quickly. Fascinating. Imperialism at its finest. Yeah. Yeah, now that you say that, it does make a lot of sense, right? In the end, it's all about the profit margin. That's what most things are. Oh, you know... We're gonna need to start paying the soldiers a little bit more money. Let's raise taxes a little bit. What does that do to our... Yeah... Oh my god, this is awful. We have 14 people in our country. There's 14 people in a country of 52 million that are loyal. I don't think I've ever had it quite that bad. We've only got 2 months of this left. All right, we're gonna need to delay this. So this will get us this journal entry. Oh, we're gonna need the Colonial Affairs Institution back though. Okay, we'll have to go back to that. Where... Oh my god, come on, Ainu people. So 41% are definitely where they need to be. So we're almost there. The effort to institute migration controls has been bolstered by a wave of antipathy towards our neighbors in the United States of America, arguing that the reform is necessary to stop migration from there. Yeah, let's take this. Our relations with the U.S. are already bad now. When you ask, they always mention the assassination of the Austrian Archduke as cause, but it can't become a world war just because of that. Yeah, I mean, I think the... why everybody else joined in was probably, yeah, something more to do with industrialization, right? I could see that being a thing. Oh, so yeah, so the troops are transferred over. So this is going to war. So let's have you guys do an intercept. Around this way as well. I suppose I could activate these guys and send them down here. If they send troops down there, we'll do that. Alright. Wait, the Austrians have liberate Korea. Oh! Oh, damn, I did not see that. I don't know how the game will do that. Well, if it ends up that Korea gets liberated, then we're gonna go to war for them. Although we're gonna take the we took infamy for this. That might cause problems. Yeah, this will be. Oh, the opium trade. Yeah, this will either be very good or very bad. No truer words have ever been said at the beginning of any war. This will either be very good or very bad. Production at the opium plantations is booming, and foreign demand for opium could hardly be higher. The Han people of Great Qing have become so enamored with the stuff that it has all but become the national pastime. Yeah, we'll have them get obsessed and give us some extra trade advantage. Ooh, actually, the throughput bonus would have helped us in this war right now. Although we seem to be okay at the moment. Now... Wait, oh, hold on. So we have a naval invasion going here. Wait. Oh. I don't think I ever realized these islands, these little islands here, are part of Kanto. Alright, well... We have... Oh, we also have some naval fortifications there. Thank God I tried going for the tempo crisis and failed. Alright. So they're sending a stack of 41. All right, so... But their navy is 35. Iron frigates, troop ships, and a bunch of modern ironclads. You made the Chinese re-addicted after they banned opium to get rid of it. I know, right? Whoops. Sorry, not sorry on that one. Oh, but they got some torpedo boats here. I'm tempted to just put both fleets on this. Yeah, so let's put both on there. But those torpedo boats are a little worrying. You know what, then, just in case, we are going to mobilize these guys, and we're going to put them at defensive. Because I'm worried, my fleets are about to get messed up. Alright. Oh yeah, so investment rights with the French. See, I want the French to keep building, though. What do we have here? 80% GDP on it? Nah. Let's renegotiate this. Let's get rid of that, and why don't you give me money instead? Yeah. Really? Really? I don't want to give it away for just nothing. You know what? We'll just cancel it and see what they come bringing us. Oh, we have a defensive pact with Austria. Look at that. Investment rights that are no longer binding. Ooh, they will give us money. Only a 15% chance. Let's try for 1,500. 65% chance. We'll do this for 10 years. Come on. Damn it, Austria. You're pissing me off. Oh wait, no, that was a renegotiated treaty, that's right. Ooh, not law commitment, no. Alright, I'll just take the 1,000, how about that? Alright. And then, I don't think there's anything else we can get rid of yet. If Chang is still unrecognized, I think they can get the really bad opium debuff event again. And they are unrecognized, yeah. Because that event is not hard-coded for China. Oh. Interesting. How much more opium can I make? I wonder. Oh, quite a bit, actually, quite a bit. Has this started yet? No. How are we doing here? I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with this. In response to the proposal of migration controls, Han people living in Kyushu have pointed out that they once immigrated there as well, and that future restrictions may prevent relatives from joining them. Yeah, but guys, I gotta make the shonen happy. Don't you understand what's happening here? Let's not get radicals. So this is going well. How long is it gonna take the US to get their fleets here? Oh, there they are. The little engines that could there. Where are we at with the Ainu? 42%. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, now we got it here. So let's hope for the best. Nothing yet. Wait. Why? What are you? What did you guys do? You both should be going there. Ugh. I swear I clicked that earlier. Here we go. Our first naval battle of the run. Ooh, oh god. Alright, so we are inflicting some damage. Yeah, there's still a bug where the music goes out when you look at this stuff. Luckily, though, this is going down. Ugh. Alright, so the transport fleet's been defeated, though we've saved some troops from it. We got half the capacity left in it, though. These guys are there. Let's see what happens with them. Our navy is getting shredded by these guys. But hey, it's going to cost us a lot less because we won't have boats to pay for anymore. Damn, we barely did anything to them. So they sunk about 11 of our boats. We sunk 3 of theirs. So that's not so bad. Transport fleet is repaired. I think we'll keep them at bay. Alright. So the fleets are done. But we heavily outnumber their troops. Now, what's going on with these guys? Yeah, 9433. Yeah, they're just much more powerful. They have a horrible screening vulnerability. Problem is, they got these 3 torpedo boats, which I don't much care for. But we're repelling them on land, so we might as well save our ships. I wonder, were they dumb enough to incorporate this land? No. Okay. Oh! We've got 3 Marines now. Oh, are we already... That's pretty much all we need here. Yeah, so they just need to... We need to give them some time to stock up. In the meantime... Let's see, we'll get this down. There we go, I found dinner. Oh, nice, nice. What did you find? What are you gonna have? Now, our naval defenses are also supposed to be damaging their fleet. I was like, is that a boat? No, it's a whale. I don't see it doing much. Oh, is the naval invasion done? Yeah. So we repelled it. You know, what else are the war goals here? Oh, I didn't know the US had this up here. All right. Ainu people are having a hard time getting employed in Hokkaido due to the prejudices of some Japanese employers. Oh yeah, definitely not going to lower that. So we'll take the hit to authority. We still have promote national values going. You know, if we forgot to, yeah, if we did civilizing mission. We could just do the established mission. Are we getting that on tech spread? No. Alright, I think we're going to do that next. And then we'll do all of this stuff. Because if we still don't have the Ainu people accepted, I'm going to be pulling my hair out there. American Sakhalin O is part of the Russian-American company, which apparently gets purchased by the USA when they buy Alaska. Ah, okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, I didn't realize the Russian-American company had this too. I need to read the briefs from my foreign minister more often. All right. Budget is looking a little bit better here. I think we're still hanging around 50% debt. Yeah, so we're still kind of okay. Interest rate went down a little bit. Lasagna and pork with potato gratin. Ooh, that is a good dinner right there. That sounds excellent. I'm actually kind of hungry for lunch, so I'm getting hungry there. All right. Oh, we can make torpedo boats. Ah, man, why aren't we doing that? What do we need? I'm gonna need engines. Well, let's build about 5 for the first Navy here. Oh yeah, because all these guys got are cruisers and capital ships. So we're gonna need a few more. Let's do 5 more. We could do some monitors just to patrol the coasts for a little bit. Oh, you know, we are going to need to take that. I wonder if we could get away with a... I wonder if we could quickly invade this. All right, here's what we'll do. Let's mobilize these guys. I want you to embark. Oh, do we have... Oh, this is going to have 10. Ah, God. Oh, they're trying to invade Austria, huh? All right. Okay, okay. Well, then I wish I didn't activate these guys. Because now, in the end, everybody's activated. Oh, these guys lost a general? The ethno-nationalist, the traditionalist, or the authoritarian. God, I hate to say it, but we're going to go with the Kazoku here. Oh, that's what happened. We only have 3 troop ships left. Okay. So build 5 of those. Let's add them to the top of the list here. Oh, we got migration controls. That's nice. Let's build the troop ships first. That's the least border gore Europe I've seen in a year. I know, we were just talking about that earlier. Like, I think Super Frank asked, is there any weird map stuff going on? And there really isn't. I'm very surprised. Other than Graupara here, which we don't normally get. Yeah, but in terms of Europe, yeah, not much. I do kind of feel like in this update, there's not a lot of war that happens. Like, we really did not have much of anybody coming to attack us in this run. So that's been very interesting. I feel like that's probably going to be something they look at in the new AI update. Oh, standard of living is going up. That's good. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the AI isn't that aggressive in this update. A kind of a terrible day. Oh no, the wheel nuts sheared off on the trailer, so the wheel dropped and the hub had to be replaced. Oh man, that sounds very intense. I am sorry, my friend. I hope you're okay. Sounds like could have gotten hurt with that. German Empire receives trade privileges. I'm already getting trade privileges from them. How about you give me money for that? How about 1,500? Yeah, that probably won't pass. Yeah, I'll give you 25 years of this. All right, well then no. Hey, reverse ham cuts. How are you? How are you? Did you manage to integrate the Ainu? Lambda. Yeah, the biggest Vicky 3 hardcore gamer, Ohio. Yes, yes. And DeWolfie, that's awful. I hope everything goes well. Yeah, yeah. No, we're working towards it. So we're close. We're close. We have about 43% at 60. And we only need them to be at 55. So part of this, oh no, oh, this is part, oh, this is level 2. Yeah, yeah. So we're getting there. We're at 43%. So we need to get to 50%. So we're getting close. We're moving along. We're actively converting people here. The more that convert, the more that will reach the higher level. Could have gone terribly wrong But I was slowing down for around about when it happened. Oh no. Poor guy who was beside got his car covered in dust. Oh no. Well, not a bad price to pay for things. For nobody getting hurt. Brazil really struggles against Grapara in the update. Oh, really? Yeah, I feel like I haven't been paying, in my offline runs, I haven't been paying attention over here as much. I'm going to have to take a look. I wonder why that is. The World Cup is here. Man, will you be able to see your idol, Pulisic, live? No, I won't be able to see him live, though I am going to a World Cup game next week. I'll be going to France against Senegal. So that'll be fun. I'll get to see... I'd say Kylian Mbappe is more of an idol to me than Pulisic, so I will get to see one of my idols, yeah. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty excited for it. Pretty excited. As long as no one gets hurt, vehicles can be replaced, lives cannot. Yes, exactly. So, thank goodness for that. If Brazil does not take Grapar, they cannot do the nation-building journal entry. Yeah, if that fails, they get 60%. Oh, radicals for all unintegrated cultures. Damn. Yeah, it has been quite some time since I've done a Brazil run, which is why I feel like I need to do another one. So I don't remember all the stuff that happens there. I have a couple random Brazil achievements left to do, so I might do one of those offline. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do a starting step series for Brazil, we'll see. Because they're a lot of fun, but it's been some time. Alright, we're almost finished with Korea here. Oh yeah, how's your city, the Big Apple, doing? Is it already crazy? Well, it's crazy here right now because in basketball, the New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals and looking like they might win it. This city is going to go insane if the Knicks do win the title. So even before the World Cup starts, it's already kind of crazy here in the city. Election season has begun in the Empire of Japan, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixers. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure a favorable result. So we'll lose the ability to manipulate elections if we don't do it this time. But to be honest, I don't want to lose more electoral confidence here. Because we're already losing 12 legitimacy. So I need these guys to get more votes than they did last time. Do we have any early election results here? So they're the only ones with momentum. Though I don't know if that's enough momentum to make up this. But losing 12 legitimacy. Though we're getting more of a hit to legitimacy because of... We need to get out of an unstable government here. No. I need that electoral confidence back up. Alright. We'll do that. We'll get rid of election fraud, I suppose. Oh, nice. Okay, we completed that thing. That's good. Look at this border gore ham. I know, right? Hopefully we get Korea here. You need more streaming days because you have so many countries to play. So I know. And unfortunately, the World Cup is upon us. I don't know what I'm gonna do streaming through the World Cup. As it is, I won't be able to stream next week. Hey, Heisenberger, hello. How are you? What do you think of the best... what do you think the best DLCs are? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, Charters of Commerce is definitely the top one. Let me read through this and then think about it for a second. Yasuyoshi Takashima has criticized numerous decisions made by the leadership of his own Japan Farmers Party, calling Taruhito Osumi excessively cautious and unwilling. Yeah, we'll do that. So definitely Charters of Commerce. Probably second would be Pivot of Empire, because you get a whole bunch of the power block stuff with it, which is helpful. Honestly, I think Voice of the People. I forget now with some of the older DLCs what gets locked behind DLC, but there's a lot to do in the game with agitators, and agitators came with Voice of the People, so I'd have to double check what mechanics are locked behind DLC there. Then, in terms of like best DLC, I love playing in South America, so Colossus of the South is a big one for me. All of the content, the narrative content stuff that comes with it is good. I don't know how much mechanics come with it. Then I would say, but probably before Colossus of the South would be the Austria one, National Awakening, because the mechanics for cultural fervor, I'd say, are pretty important. But I think the top two that most people agree on is Charters of Commerce and Pivot of Empire. Charters of Commerce for all the economic stuff, Pivot of Empire for all the power box stuff. Yatahiro Iwasaki, the ever-officious leader of the Zaibatsu, has approached the government with a plan to enact poor laws. A successful enactment is certain to contribute to his reputation as an effective politician. Or we could go proportional taxation. What are we on right now? We're on per capita. Yeah, I'd rather take proportional taxation. We'll do that. It has been revealed that Hayao Matsudira of the Jisha has been having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. His resignation is being demanded. This guy's a royalist. If he steps down, we're probably going to get a theocrat. So we might as well just keep this guy. With the price of groceries soaring across the country, the Constitutional Party is finding itself under relentless pressure from the opposition, accused of recklessly toying with the welfare of its citizens. Ooh. If we take this, it's pretty much Dunzo Bunzo for the Constitutional Party. Though it's not looking good for them anyway. We got 129 days. Yeah, their momentum just keeps going down. I don't want to take the expenses at the moment. I did a simulation with my friend about the World Cup. He reached the quarterfinals, losing to Germany. I was still in the American dream. Like, but what if Pulisic scores an accidental goal? I think the United States is going to go out in the round that we always go out in, which is the round of 16. And looking at the map of stuff, I guess that's kind of progress, because usually the round of 16 is the first playoff round, but now the first playoff round is the round of 32. So I think we'll make it out of the round of 32, and then I think we'll go out in the round of 16, the round we always go out in. As for Algeria, I think Algeria is going out in the round of 32. I think we'll make it out of the group. Whether we finish second or third, I don't know. But I think either way, we'll be one of the top third place teams. However, any of the top third place teams are going to play a group winner in the round of 32. So we'll probably lose to any of the group winners. In our group, the second place team will most likely play Spain in the round of 32, and we'll probably lose to Spain. So either way, I think Algeria makes it out of the group and loses in the round of 32. That's my United States and Algeria predictions. Toshiko Kishida has made overtures to the Hyman for electoral support to the Constitutional Government Association. Torihito Osumi has at least acknowledged the talks. Where are we at here? Yeah, we might as well give it to these guys. Why not? Actually, I don't know. That might have been a bad decision. I'm not invested in the election as much. Without sphere of influence, power blocks are extremely restricted. Yeah, I think you can only make... Yeah, you can only make the Trade League power block if you don't have sphere of influence. And then in terms of the mandates that are available to you, those are restricted a lot as well. So I think that's why that one is very important. I got used to playing as Brazil while maintaining the monarchy, and I have a hard time in internationally failing. So when the Republic arrives, landowners are extinct. So it's impossible to go to the Estado Novo. Oh! Yeah, see, that's an achievement I still have to get. I think I failed at that way back when I did a Brazil... The last time I did a Brazil run as well. In a gesture of solidarity with the Constitutional Government Association, Tsukiyoki Tsuboi has encouraged his supporters to vote for it in the ongoing election. Sure. Yeah, here's the thing. We still can't... Oh, we can lower them below 0 now. Okay. Oh. Look at this. Okay. Are you confusing Pivot of Empire? Oh, I am. I am convinced. I am. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Yes, I mean Sphere of Influence, not Pivot of Empire. Whoops. Yes. Sphere of Influence is the second one that you should be looking at. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across the Empire of Japan, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting. Well, there's only 35 days left. But if we can get the Constitutional Party any bit more votes, why not? Yeah, I figured that out in a playthrough today. I just had the price of Paradox deal. I just find the price of Paradox DLC so annoying. Yeah. Yeah, eventually when Paradox DLCs start adding up in terms of what you got to get. I wonder at what point they start doing the subscription one for Victoria 3 here. Ooh, we can add a war goal. How much of a trade partner is the Iberian Union? How much trade do we really do with them? Because we do have trade privileges with them. I don't really see us doing any trade with them. Oh, here we go. Sugar. So we're getting sugar imports from them. And a little bit of fruit. Now, if we take it, what would we take from them? Maybe money. It's still kind of fun that Cuts still read the events, even though he has probably read them 1,000 times. Yeah, some of them I kind of know by heart at this point. But I like reading events in the game. Even when I play offline, I still read the events because I think they're important. They're fun. Oh, Ham, why is the US sports fan chant so lame? They really, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, they are. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of getting tired of the whole I believe we will win chant for the United States. I think that one is kind of lame at this point. Yeah, we do need some better ones. I agree. Oh, if you could only pick one DLC, I would Charters of Commerce would definitely be it. Charters of Commerce by far is the top DLC for Victoria 3. I failed that one with Brazil as well because I tend to keep monarchy for a while just for the extra authority. Any thoughts on that? Authority is very important and a lot of progressive laws lower it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I got to do a Brazil run again. I forget a lot of what I ended up doing in the one I did. So I got to refresh myself on the mechanics because I remember enough about it to know that there is a lot. Money from Iberia would certainly be helpful. I think I might do it. So the only reason why I wouldn't join this war is because we're going to lose our trade privileges treaty with them. It doesn't look like we're doing a lot of trade. If we're doing money, we'd probably need to take an incorporated state. But France is probably going to do that anyway. And it looks like France heavily outnumbers them. So we probably don't even need to send anybody. So let's do that. We'll get in this war. We'll add in... Yeah, we'll do money. $22,000. It's gonna make us heavy infamous though. So we're at 17 already. So we get 28. So it'll keep us under 50. Isn't that... I always forget the infamy levels. Yeah. So 50 is the next level. So let's do that. Yeah, 32 is safe, right? Yeah. Well, we'll be at 45 here. 45 is safe. Let's add it. We probably don't even need to send anybody to this. We'll see what ends up happening. Because, you know, we're in this war right now, currently. Ah, yes, investment banks. You know, I haven't been paying attention to which company we're going to add. Oh, I believe we will win. Oh, really? I believe someone is getting their ass whooped. Yeah, I know. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't rile me up, that chant. I think we've used it a bit much. We need something else. It's really the only chant we have other than USA. All right. So we could finally add our third company. We need something. We definitely need something that has a prestige good. Because we need 3 prestige goods in order to get the achievement thing, Japan. What's attainable for us? Loyalists from political movements would be very helpful right now, actually. Oh, yeah, we have Mitsui here. I mean, just because you declare war doesn't mean you have to partake in it. Yeah, exactly. I'm giving support, my friends. I'm giving support. See, I hate how it adds in all this stuff that we have absolutely no way of ever getting. Something that could help us fix this problem would be very helpful, actually. How many are we getting from political movements? Not much. Okay. We already have a steel company. So, I don't know. I might go for the home goods. Well, we are at the 3-hour mark here, so we're about to get hit by ads. We'll probably go for another 30 minutes here. So we do have to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to our lovely, lovely gods of ads. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. People here are so proud they made the World Cup as the smallest country yet. Wait, you mean the Netherlands? I mean, I would hope the Netherlands make it. At least in terms of football, they're a giant. I understand, but now everything is about soccer, and it's getting a little annoying. Yeah, I bet. Every single ad is about it. Yeah, how we grew as a nation, just like our team grew up and became World Cup participants. Enter X brand, help them grow, etc., etc. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even here, a lot of the ads. Oh, Curacao. That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's where you are right now. Yeah, Curacao. I mean, yeah, I can't believe they made it. I mean, it is an expanded tournament, so yeah. Who isn't using an ad blocker? I mean, I don't use one. With our, yeah, 153,000 citizens. Yeah, exactly. All right, what are we gonna do here? What would be the most advantageous for us? I mean, this is an historical company. We get dye, silk, clothing. We could add glassworks, which will help us when we switch to steel frame buildings. So that's not so bad. And then we get a prestige silk, which might be easier to be a leader in production of. As opposed to, say, I was thinking about this one, furniture. Yeah, we're starting from, like, nothing. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll go for this one. Requires 5 building levels, any combination of textile, dye, silk in a single state. So textiles, dye, and silk. Where do we have textiles? Oh, damn. Interesting. Look at this. Okay. Oh, and we're getting a prestige silk already in here. Why don't we... In Osaka, what do we got? So we've got 3 silk here. You've got 3 dyes. Wait, what? Requires 5 building levels of any combination of textile, dye, and silk in a single state, which are privately owned or nationally owned by the Empire of Japan and not owned by a company. Currently 1. I don't understand why we wouldn't be getting this. Like, why wouldn't Osaka be getting this? So we have 3 levels owned, privately owned. That was dye. Oh, wait. No, not that. Oh, damn it. Was I looking... No, what was I looking at? Okay, so we have that. So, if I nationalize 2 levels here, this should do it for us. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's take a look at our new company here. Led by Yasaku Sakura. Nothing there. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this guy sucks. Well, I guess we get additional throughput for the agriculture. But we get additional employee mortality. Fine. So we get clothing, dyes, and silk. How many more? We got 1 more charter. But yeah, let's add in glassworks. But damn, we are competing with somebody, huh? Yep, so we figured we were going to lose that treaty. Oh no. It's all fun and games until Great Britain joins against you. Hokusunetsu has come a long way since our attention was first brought to it. Oh, do you know, I forgot too. Oh, let me finish reading this. Going from small houses and scattered farmlands to being on its way to become a blooming metropolis. Yes, plus 25% loyalists. Please, please, please. Eventually, we need to sell a pre-dreadnought to them. I guess we got a lot of time to fix it, because this war will be long done before then. Might make that sale a little tricky, though. Forgot to save. Yeah, I did. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, none of the war goals yet pertain to us. So, worst comes to worst, we could always capitulate in this war and get the hell out of there. Though I'll be honest, getting that 20K a week for the next 5 years will be nice. All right. The Farmer's Party. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. And that'll get us to a contested government. Is there anything, achievement-wise, that is holding us back from becoming a parliamentary republic and getting rid of the empire? I don't think so. Waiting for the Brits to add conquer Kanto, just because they can, or the Iberians. I know. I mean, luckily, I think we have enough troops to fight off most naval invasions, but they'll always add something in at the end. See, the thing, though, is I don't think Great Britain doesn't have a lot of ground troops. And so in a war like this, where there's a land border, I don't think Great Britain is going to be all that fearsome. Unless they start, like, blockading and stuff like that. Alright. So there's nothing else we gotta do. So let's start demobilizing. Oh, let's also bring our guys back over here. So let's get our guys out of Korea. So we're building up the barracks. We're finishing up the food industries. Oh, wait. Oh, what am I doing? We're not passing anything. We need to go to proportional taxation. Oh, I did say, though. Oh, I waited. God, I waited so long. I waited so long. I want to make these guys happy. What can I do? Oh, France back down. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Whatever, we're not going to get our 20K. Damn, there's nothing we can do for them at the moment. Alright, let's do the proportional taxation, because that'll help us as well. So let's see what kind of border gore we got over here now. Oh, gross. Alright. Now they're going to start looking like the Little Dipper, eventually. Alright, alright. Oh yeah, so let's demobilize here. Now I'm tempted. So what we'll do is, I mean, we'll see how long this goes, but we'll be able to mobilize these guys again in 90 days. So after 90 days, we'll demobilize these guys. And if we end up getting a last minute, what are these guys doing? Naval invasion. then we'll be able to activate these guys if need be. But I'd like to get everybody except the Kenai Guard demobilized. Yeah, they're sticking it to France. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Thank you, France, for living up to your stereotype. Here we go. Modern ironclads. Coastal defense ship. No, we don't want this at the moment. All right. Motors, excellent. Oh, budget-wise, though, not great. 10K in ship construction. Oh yeah, how is hardwood here? Awful. Oh yeah, that's right. So, where do we have those power plants? So just in the two places. All right. So we could build more power plants and upgrade the ones we already have, but let's also just get people employed here. So let's just start maxing out. We have such a problem. We're just gonna max out the rest of the logging that we have. $50 more days, all right. Might want to tell the Iberian Union it was a prank. Oh, it fixed the relations. Oh, yeah. Excellent point, yeah. Now we should do that. So let's fix up relations. Can we get the trade privileges again? No. So, yeah, we'll wait till we fix relations up a little bit more. Law of progressive drafting, excellent. Oh, look at this. Oh wait, we are building capital ships. It's like we can get a lot more capital ships in this navy. We're building them. Oh. I wonder if we can sell some of these early ironclads. Like who? You don't have a navy. Actually, what's our relations with them? Not much. Yeah, they would buy these. So actually, when we're done building these, we're going to try to sell them and then replace them with modern ironclads. Hey, hey, Jagraj Singh. Hello. Hey, mate. Love your content. Ah, nice. Thank you. Can you please make a quick run to form India? I've been pushing that off for some time. I've been wanting to do that. Well, I was actually going to do a stream series going for the achievement with the Mughal Empire, but at the time that I was going to do that, this was before the Great Wave, the Unstable Raj journal entry was broken for a little bit. So then I had started another series, and then they had fixed it. But there is going to be an India series at one point, because I definitely want to do that. Definitely. Yeah, I know Jabba's been waiting for one. Yes, more for India run. Yeah, there will be one. There will be one at some point in time. Oh, hello, hello. I'll Ken. Hello, hello. Dropped in to say I'm enjoying your tutorials in Vicky 3. Oh, thank you. I'm experienced in CK3 and EU4, but learning this game from the scratch seems like the new update changed a lot. Yeah. Are the older tutorials relevant? They are. Pretty much all of my older tutorials are relevant, except for I have a very old tutorial on a two-part one. The first part was about the Army. The second part was about the Navy. So those are pretty much, especially the Navy one, are outdated. Everything else is pretty much still up to date. I would say the main difference in most tutorials are anywhere in a tutorial where I mention setting a strategic region. The way in which you get the strategic region is different now, but the effects of getting that are pretty much the same, other than some stuff with trade advantage. I am actively right now working on a tutorial for the naval combat system. I've pretty much figured that out, and so I'm looking to have that released by the end of the week. So that's the one I'm working on currently. Though previously opposing the proportional taxation laws, Toshiko Kishida has considered the Zaibatsu's political position and instead offers support. Yeah, we'll take that one. Please make sure to form India as soon as possible whenever you begin that run. Again, many thank you so much for your content. Really appreciate your efforts. Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for coming in to say that. Such good motivation is for, like, especially for right now, because this this naval combat one is going to be quite a big video. So thank you for the motivation to keep going. And yeah, I would love to form India in the game, just for the sheer satisfaction of doing it and kicking the British out. Oh, what do we got here? The rapid industrialization of the Empire of Japan has brought much of the economy under the umbrella of the Zaibatsu, profiting handsomely from their entanglement with state institutions. These enterprises have become vital organs within the military-industrial structure of Japan. The concentrated nature of Japanese capital has made the country an international competitor at the price of placing ever greater political power in the hands of the Zaibatsu and their military patrons. Whilst this journal entry is active, electoral confidence will decline by 0.5 percentage point per month. What the what? Active Zaibatsu in the Empire of Japan. Ooh, okay. So I need to make these companies prosperous. Building levels owned by Zaibatsu are greater than or equal to 25% of all Japanese building levels, currently 16%. On cementing the Zaibatsu, we get political strength, and then we get the corporate engine. Or, no, sorry, the corporate empire. Interesting. Okay, and this will fail if the legitimacy of the government is greater than or equal to 50. Zaibatsu are not part of the government. Wealth threshold for voting is below 10, and at least one of these. We have any variant of command economy cooperative ownership, or building levels of the Zaibatsu fall below 10%. Okay, so we're pretty safe. I don't think we're going to fall below 10% for the Zaibatsu. Interesting thing. And so, oh, we get a free company charter out of it. Wow. Okay. I'll check them out. Thanks. They're very detailed and thorough, learning a lot. Oh, nice, nice. I'm glad they're helpful. Very much appreciate the support. The Brits must pay to ride the elephants now, like everyone else. Yes, that's right. The Brits must pay for everything before we kick them out. I don't know what happens with the Zaibatsu oligopoly amendment if you go from interventionism to laissez-faire. Switching laws with amendments can sometimes do strange things. I would imagine, yeah, I would imagine you lose it, right? Though this is nice. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Jazunik, no. Jazunik. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Though this is more of a reason to say an interventionism, and I would like to get to laissez-faire. I wonder if we're able to switch to laissez-faire before this completes, this will just change to adding this amendment to laissez-faire. Either way, we do need to get these companies prosperous. This one, though, is proving to be a thorn in my butt. Oh, here we go. Yes. Because for right now, that stuff is expensive. We have a lot of oil. So let's switch that over. Oh, it's saying we're going to lose a lot of money. Well, I don't care. We need to make that more cheaper for us. All right. On the verge of this war finishing, I really want to see what happens. Wait. There's a revolt happening? Oh my god. This is going to be a very interesting thing. So, the war goals are liberate Korea, but also transfer them to us. And now we have the added wrinkle of there being a revolt in the middle of all this. So we're going to see what happens. Now these guys are moving up. See, we're not utilizing the lead mines enough. Oh, you know, I forgot we do need more ammunition, and that will help us with the lead. We seem to be exporting quite a lot of it. So we got it. All right. They're now our subject. Though... Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we are... What a weird thing. We are not involved in the war. But the United States is. Alright, let's just support them unconditionally. Let's take a save in case shenanigans happen with that. The Corporate Empire journal entry giving negative 0.5% monthly electoral confidence while it's effective is evil. Yes, that's 24% loss per electoral campaign. The legitimacy is just going to tank. I really got to get that journal entry completed. All right, so we're going to get involved in this. Let's get an army over there. I know I hear more and more people use the word laissez-faire. I always wonder why. There has to be a better English word than a French one. Yeah, that's true, right? I guess, I don't know. I don't know why. It's just one of those things where it just became the term and everybody went along with it. I mean, there are quite a few French words that are now words in the English language. The upper strata have decided to donate generously to the poor. Many among them even advocate for the proportional taxation law, agreeing that it would be a fair means of redistributing wealth. Yes, no, let's raise the standard of living for 2 years. Definitely use that. All right. Well, unfortunately, I've reached the time that I have to end for this afternoon. So that'll be it for right now. However, we are going to continue this run tonight. So I'll be on again tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, which is in about 6.5 hours from now. So we will be continuing this later tonight, but we did some good work this afternoon. Haven't totally fixed up the budget, but we also haven't gained more debt. So that's good. So we got that going. Have fun tonight. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Always good to hang out with you there. We are on Twitch here. We are going to do a raid, though. So everybody on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Cupperbutt is doing a Civ 7 stream. There's always fantastic Civ 7 content from her. So we're going to raid into there. So if you're on YouTube, this is going to be a good buy. But if you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Oh, you'll be in a plane, sadly. Oh, yeah, it's going to be quite a plane ride. Going to be quite a plane ride. Well, then I'll have to see you next time, my friend. Yeah, DeWolfie, thank you for the stream. We were promised war, and we will get one finally. Yeah. Well, hey, we got war here. We got Korea in a war. And we got one more war to finish it off. So that'll be good. But yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Keep an eye out later this week for another tutorial video about naval combat. But other than that, that's going to be it. But once again, if you're on Twitch, stick around so that we can do a raid. Other than that, have a good rest of your evening, everybody. I hope I see you tonight. And as always, be awesome, my friends. I'll see you next time.